Well, hello Flosstube and welcome back to my channel. Here we are at week 3, my third Flosstube video, and I have to say I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving this, sharing with you all of my different projects that I am working on. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all of my new subscribers, anyone that was with me from video number 1, and all of my new subscribers. And just to say, guys, if you do love this video, please do give it a thumbs up, because it really does help knowing that you're liking what you're seeing and what my projects are, really. So as I mentioned last week, I had a week off. I had a really lovely week off, actually. And we were really fortunate in the UK to have a bit of sunshine towards the end of the week, and we've got a bit of sunshine today as well. So hopefully where you are, it's nice and sunny too. And I had lots of stitching planned, and don't get me wrong, I did do lots of stitching, but just really none of what I had planned. And that is because of one reason, and one reason only: Pattern Keeper. I definitely fell down the rabbit hole of Pattern Keeper. I'd seen loads of you recommend it for Heaven and Earth designs, and for anybody that knows, I have got some Heaven and Earth designs on the go, and yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing, which I will come on to later in this video. So yeah, I mainly did my Heaven and Earth designs. Plus as well, I have got a secret project that I am doing, which I can't share just yet, but when I can, I will. It might be next week, actually, that I can let you know what I've been doing with that. So I've been working a lot on that as well. So I can't show you that today, but I will definitely show you that as of next week. So let me show you what I was working on this week, other than my Heaven and Earth designs, first and foremost. So here we have Winnie the Pooh. It is around the year with Pooh. I started this one 20 years ago, when I was really heavily into Winnie the Pooh, and I'll be honest, guys, I'm not loving it, but I want to get it finished. My mum really loves the picture, and she wants to put it up in my old bedroom. She uses that as a bit of an office, so I really want to get it done for her, but yeah, not loving it. So I didn't do a lot on it. I think I spent a couple of hours on it this week, and I've realised I definitely need to serge this material, but I worked on a bit more of the grass down here, and also the little honey pot that I did there. So let me just bring it over this way. There you go. And I'll show you a picture of where I was at, although it's not really much different to what it was before. But that was the Winnie the Pooh. This is stitched on 18 count, 2/1. And if you've watched my other Flosstube videos, you'll know that I love 18 count. Although, as you'll see as we go through, you'll hear that I've got new count aiders to share with you. So then, obviously, other than my secret project, I've basically just been working on my Heaven and Earth designs, and the first one is the first one that I started. Now, bearing in mind, I only found Heaven and Earth designs a month ago, not even a month ago, 23rd of June. I downloaded charts, started it, and it was based on Teresa Little Stitcher's full coverage Flosstube series, and she had this design, she was using this design as an example of how to do full coverage, and I fell in love with the design, and I love every stitch I do. I just love it even more. So this is Life is an Open Book Paris. It's a story keep, so it is slightly smaller than most of the Heaven and Earth designs, and it's by Amy Stewart, and this is the finished picture, and this is where I'm at. So quite a bit more done. As you can see, I've taken these parked threads, and I've been working on the parked threads using Pattern Keeper. Yeah, there was quite a lot of park threads actually on this one, and yeah, that's why I fell down the rabbit hole, really, because Pattern Keeper is just, like I say, it's just so amazing to show where all the stitches are of a certain colour, and you can just kind of go a bit crazy. So as you can see, I sort of did a lot of the sky in this section. If I pull it back a bit, yeah, just really love it, and the picture is starting to form a bit more. So I'll talk about that a bit more when I come on to Pattern Keeper. And then the other one that I did, I started a brand new one, and it was called Mini Virus Detected. So it's a mini version, and it's by Randall Spangler. I hope I've said that right. And this is Virus Detected. And I started this one on 20 count Easy Grid Ada. Now I've never used 20 count Ada, I've never used Easy Grid Ada, so it did take a little bit of getting used to, but and it is quite a large piece, obviously. Let me fold that like that. So here it is, that's the start. That's almost 1,000 stitches there. I think it's 900 and something, almost 1,000. So I just, yeah, absolutely love stitching these. And I think I'm going to work per page. I think there's 8 pages and a little bit, so I'm going to do a page at a time. So top page, bottom page, top page, bottom page. So I'm just going to do a page at a time, but it's just gorgeous. This material, the Easy Grid, like I said, it did take me a little bit of time to get my head around the Easy Grid. And I've also learned that hoops are not the ideal thing to use with these projects that are this big. So I have got an order some Q-snaps that are a bit larger that I can use for this project, and also my other one as well. So hopefully they'll arrive soon and I'll be able to use those, because it really wasn't easy using a hoop. I did have quite a big hoop on it as well. So yeah, really looking forward to that coming on a bit more, but I just think it's great already. So 20 count, 2/1, that one, like I say. And I also I'm also getting ready another 2. As I said, I love 18 count Ada, and I have loads of 18 count Ada, and it just didn't seem right ordering more when I have loads already. So I'm gridding up my own, but it's just taking a bit of time. I'm sorting out all the floss now for to start, but it's just the gridding. So this is going to be Ornament Healing Rose by Carol Cavaleris, and that's the picture of that one. So I'm hoping to get that one started this weekend, actually, when I've got all my gridding done. And then I've also got some more material. This is 25 count, because I wanted to try 1/1. I've never used 25 count. I've never used 25 count Easy Grid Ada, and I've never used done a whole project in 1/1. And as you've probably seen in lots of my other videos, I love Paris. And this is Paris Romance by Ruan Manning. That's what the design is going to look like. So that's that one. So these are going to be my 4 Heaven and Earth designs that I'm going to have. And I know some people, they like to just have one on the go at a time. I'm definitely somebody that loves to have more than one of these Heaven and Earth designs on the go. I've got a bit of a rotation going. I've got a new diary now that I use. I think it's a 2-year diary, 3-year diary that I use. It's like a monthly planner, and I can just plan my rotations and plan what I'm stitching, and yeah, love it. So I would love to hear if any of you are stitching on any of these Heaven and Earth designs. It's always lovely to see the same projects in the making. So if you are stitching on any of those Heaven and Earth designs, then please do comment below and let me know. So I decided to get a Pattern Keeper, but I didn't have the right tablet for it. I'm definitely an Apple girl. So I went out and purchased a new Android tablet. Mine is an Alba one. I got this from Argos. And the tablet cost me 60 quid. I just got sort of one of the cheapest ones I could find, because like I say, I only really want to use it for Pattern Keeper. But guys, let me tell you, it's so worth investing in a tablet. I know a lot of people are Apple product people, but so worth investing in it, because like I say, it's so much more helpful really when you're doing a heaven and earth design or any kind of big design. And I just want to show you, this is where I'm at with, don't know if you can see, bit of a glare, don't know, there we go. That is my Story Keep Life is an Open Book Paris, and yeah, it's just really helpful. I'm trying to work on per page, so I'm going to do this full page and then this little page and then come down. But that's why I just wanted to use all of the parked threads and just get rid of those, because I can see already by using Pattern Keeper the back isn't as thick. Because I'm not travelling as far. I'm saving on floss as well. There were sections where I had one colour parked and then in the next box I had the same colour parked. But obviously that doesn't really happen with Pattern Keeper when you're using it like cross country. And so far I have done 12% of the Story Keep Paris one. And let me just move it along if I can. And this is where I'm at. Let me just take that one off. This is how much I've got for, oh, there we go, for my virus detector. So as you can see, it's sort of got, yeah, like I say, 8 pages and then the bottom bits. So I'm probably going to do the big pages first and then the bottom bits. And for this one, I've done 1%, so a long way to go with that. But what I love about it, so for example, if I just tap on one of these colours here, oh, maybe not that one, there you go, you can see all the different places that where those stitches are in that colour. And it's just so handy, it's just so easy to use, really, really easy to use. And I timed myself doing 300 stitches on this one, on the Paris, Life is an Open Book Paris. And for the time it took me to do 300 stitches, no, sorry, let me start again. For the time it took me to do 2 boxes, if you like, or 2 squares in this, I did 300 stitches using Pattern Keeper. So it's definitely faster. There's only benefits really and pros rather than any cons. I can't see any cons with using Pattern Keeper at the moment. Like I said, I've only been using it for a week, but I'm already in love with it, and as I say, definitely worthwhile getting. I do believe the app is free for a little while and then there's a charge. I haven't come up to what the charge is yet because I'm still in that sort of free trial period of the app, but whatever it is, I don't think it's that much. I think it's, I don't know, probably £5-7, something like that. I'll pay it because it's worth it. It is really worth to do these heaven and earth designs. So yeah, that's my total recommendation. If you haven't got an Android tablet and you're doing heaven and earth designs, then definitely do invest in getting an Android tablet and Pattern Keeper. Really will make life a bit easier. So my plan this week then is to get all of these threads done. All of these threads sort of used and gone. So that's this week. So let's move on to what else I'm going to be working on this week. So I think I mentioned, well, I did mention last week that I'm part of the Enchanted Stitching Challenges and also July full coverage bingo. So some of these big heaven and earth designs will be used for the July full coverage bingo. So the rest of these are going to be used for Enchanted Stitching. So I'm going to be doing my Country Companions, Have a Break. I won't show any what it looked like before because it hasn't really changed in the last couple of weeks. So when I've actually done a bit, I'll show you what it looked like sort of now or before. So this is that Have a Break. I don't have a colour picture of that. Again, this is something I started about 20 years ago during my phase of liking sort of Country Companions and Forever Friends and and Winnie the Pooh and things. So, but again, I really just want to get that finished. Then I'm going to be doing Santa's Feathered Friend, and if you watched last week's video, you'll know that I had a bit of a mishap with that, so I'll be starting that one again. So I'm going to be doing that 18 count 2 over 1, and that's the same for the Country Companions one. We've got Wedding Happiness that I'm going to be working on this week as well. That's also 18 count 2 over 1. And like I say, guys, I'm not showing you any of the pictures because it hasn't changed from when you last saw it. Travel Memories is going to get some time as well. Gold Collection Petites. I do love these Gold Collection Petites ones. This is also 18 count 2 over 1. Bayside Cottage is a brand new start, and this is 18 count 2 over 1. And then Summer Basket by Ellen Morris-Stroh. So this was the one I thought I might have got finished last week, one of the ones, but as I didn't work on it, didn't get it finished. I've got so many that are so close to finishing, and with each you might think, oh, that's a lot of stitching in a week. Yeah, it is, but I really only do an hour to 2 hours max on each of these. So I've got, like I said, a bit of a rotation going on. My work is very, I don't want to say random, but a bit random. I have various meetings throughout the day. Some days I have more than others, and so I have pockets of time during the day which I can stitch. That's why I don't have like a 9 to 5 job. So yeah, that's how I can fit my stitching in, and that's why I kind of plan it out in the week, at the beginning of the week, what I'm going to stitch on, so I know what's coming up. So that is all of my stitching for this week and what I will be working on next week. However, I thought you guys could help me with something. As I said, I have just fallen in love with Heaven and Earth Designs. So I've got a Story Keep, which is a slightly smaller one, which is the Life is an Open Book Paris. I've got a mini one in the terms of Virus Detected. I've got a full size version one, which is the Paris Romance. I've got an ornament one, which is a circular design, which is the Ornament Healing Rose. I haven't got a supersize one. I'm not so keen on getting a supersize one just yet. Who knows in the future, but just yet. So I thought I'd add one more to my collection, and I was hoping you guys would help me. So I really love Jasmine Beckett Griffiths' Faces of Fairies. I think that's how you say it. And these are the two that I've fallen in love with the most. So we've got this one, which is Faces of Fairy 135, Faces of Fairy 178. I'm showing the two together. And basically for ease, I've called one Ice Fairy and one Pink Fairy. So obviously this is that Pink Fairy and this is the Ice Fairy. And I would like you guys to help me choose which one gets started next, whether it be Pink Fairy or Ice Fairy. I'm going to ask you to comment below, and then I think next week I will reveal which one was chosen, and I'll get it started next week. I won't start it this week. I'll get it started next week once I've added up all the comments to decide which one I'm going to get started. So please do comment. So just as a reminder then, Pink Fairy and Ice Fairy, comment which one you think I should start next. So yeah, can't wait to see which one is decided. So guys, that's my week wrapped up. So have a great week stitching, and look forward to hearing what you guys are up to with your stitching. And yeah, have a great week, guys. Bye for now.